Ah, man, guys. Ah, this football club, man. This football club is just aging me. I look tired. I look tired. I look it. I feel it. I said it in my video the other day when we are talking about the Tell and the Rashford stuff, and I said even with the game Sunday, this is always what happens after Bucharest. That's it, guys. Sorry, smash a like and subscribe. But I'm just coming on here because I got to just straight away come on here. I said after the Bucharest game in my reaction when Kobe was playing 10, and I just said we got a clean sheet away in Europe. I was like, going into Sunday, don't do the 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Don't do the 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Man United, what do you go and do? 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Another home defeat. Another game where we haven't scored. Crystal Palace away fans loving it. We're literally giving these away teams a day out. They are coming to Old Trafford and saying, do you know what? Have you got a spare ticket? Anyone got a spare ticket? Yeah, I'll come to Old Trafford. I want to see 3 points away from home. We don't win often away from home. But Old Trafford, yeah, we'll do that. Have you got a spare one, Jeff? Yo, Jack. It's becoming ridiculous. Manchester United at Old Trafford, I don't know what it is mentally for these players, but they just can't do it. I don't know what it is. I've never seen a Man United team at home as bad as this at the moment. Honestly, I really haven't. I know we've had bad spells under Mourinho at times. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Eric Ten Hag and whatnot. But Eric Ten Hag had us actually playing well at home, to be fair, especially in that first season. But this year, I feel like it's a surprise when Man United do win games at home. And when we do win games at home, we're struggling. We're beating Southampton in the last minute because we're having to get Amad Diallo to rescue us in the last minute against Southampton. And no disrespect to Southampton, but they've got 9 points all season. That should be a 2-0, 3-0 home win where Man United can just go there and you can enjoy yourselves. Guys, we can enjoy it from home, or when I go to the games with Saeed, big up my brother Saeed, we can go there and say, yeah, do you know what? We're going to see a comfortable win. I've been going United for the last 3 seasons, like quite a few times a season, right? I was there when Ten Hag lost his first game to Brighton at home when he played Eriksen in the number 10. And I was like, oh my God. So he played Eriksen as striker because Martial got injured. I was like, oh God, that day was bad. The only best game I've seen Man United have at Old Trafford since I've been going in the last few years was Ronaldo's debut. And we still made that hard. But when we scored against Newcastle and won 4-1 that day. Other than that, every time I go Old Trafford, it is a ball ache. I sit at home and watch it. It's a ball ache. None of us can go and watch Man United enjoy themselves at Old Trafford. I'd rather watch us play away every week because we seem to be better. We seem to be more relaxed, more composed, more chilled out. I feel like the pressure's not on them. This Man United team mentally is so weak. They're looking around. No one's taking accountability. Oh, it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating. We're trying different things. Today, we didn't even play a striker. We said, let's play Kobe in the number 9. It worked for 20 minutes. But again, what did Man United do? Create a few chances, don't score. I said to my boy Cass, big up Cass, I said to him straight away, Man United won't score and we will get punished. And you guys watching probably felt that as well. You know, when you're watching a game, you're like hitting the post, a few half chances, people not getting in on the end of crosses. We're going to get punished. That's how it always feels when you're watching a game of football. And I'm sure you guys probably can hit a like for that. Hit a like on the video because you probably agree. You just sensed it. You're like, Palace is going to get a chance and score here. It's going to be the same damn crap again, and again. It's mental. I've been going Old Trafford since I was 6. First game was in 1996. Oh, so you're similar age to me, really. A few years older than me. And you know, Dan, it's bad, man. It's bad. It's killing me. It's draining, man. Crystal Palace at home without Eze on the pitch as a starter. Come on, man. Come on, United. You can go to Bucharest and get a 2-0 win away from home, qualify for Europa League. People get a bit excited, Kobe in their 10, this and that. And I said to everyone in my match reaction, Okay, it's exciting that we got a win and he stumbled across something. Hopefully, Amorim with Diallo, Garnacho, Ahmad and stuff further forward. But will we go to Palace at home and win? Because that's the hard game. Palace are going to sit back. A back five, play on transition, counter Mateta, Ismail Assar and stuff like that. You know they're going to get moments. But will Man United punish Palace when they have the possession early, when they get the chances early? We're going to have more of the ball early. Exactly what I thought would happen, happened, except I actually thought Man United would win today. I thought the chances we would get, we would convert them and we would get a win. But no. Again, no Højlund, no Xerxes. Doesn't matter who's on the pitch. Man United are just not scoring goals. We can't score goals, man. We're just not scoring. Guys, we need a number 9 in the summer. We have to get a number 9. Like, it's imperative. All these red flags right now. Ineos, please look at this and say, Amorim needs a striker. He said the other day, I need more pace. I need more aggression in the front line. He is begging for it. Him today, not starting Højlund and Xerxes, either was a tactical ploy against Palace, or it was a message. I'm trying Højlund. I'm trying Xerxes. And neither are cutting it for me. Do I believe Xerxes is a good enough player? Yes. Do I believe that he's having a bit of a poor season, first season? Yeah, I do. But I feel like there's a player still in there. Højlund, I've seen 18 months of. He can leave the club straight away. We'll get a good offer. He can leave. That's fine. We're not going to miss him. Like, no disrespect him. We're not going to miss him. But we need to get someone in. And I don't think Tell's the answer ultimately. I think he's a player that we need because we need reinforcements. But Tell ain't going to be the answer to going up front and all of a sudden start banging in 15 goals. He's not. He's never done that at Bayern. What makes me think he's just going to come to the Premier League in a team that's not even working and clicking at the moment and just hit the ground running and start banging goals? Anyone that's coming to this team right now, ultimately, is probably going to struggle unless you're a wing back like Dorgu or like when Ahmad's played there. You can see how when you have an attacking wing back, the difference it makes going forward. But we need players in so badly. These players are just failing their auditions. I'm not doing this one game, play well, 3 games, crap. Like, no. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of it. And you know what the worst thing about it, guys? You know me, I'm composed. I'm not say composed. I'm balanced. I'm real. I'm just sick of accepting that teams come to Old Trafford and just beat us. That I think that, I'm in a group chat before the game and I'm thinking, we might not win today. Oh, what's your prediction? Oh, yeah, I could easily say like, 1-0 Brighton, or yeah, Brighton are going to beat us 2 weeks ago, or yeah, Palace might get a result. Arsenal are never saying that. Liverpool are not saying that. City are not saying that. Chelsea are at the point they're not saying that. But Man United, I'm allowed to just accept that this has become normal. And this is why people used to get on to me when I was back in Ten Hag. Because people used to say, Ty, you're just accepting mediocrity. You're allowing this to just happen and go by with it. And I'm not saying I was accepting mediocrity. I used to just think, yeah, things are going to turn. We're missing a few players, or if we get a couple of these players, we can make a difference. These players have been doing this for a year and a half now, since 2023 August, when the last season started. Now we're in February 2025. We're in February 2025. And this is what's going on. This is what's going on. Guys, smash a like, and I'm going to get through some of your comments now. So you want to get some of your comments in, let me know. Yeah, do subscribe if you're new as well. I'm going to go through these because, I'm always for the people. Big up, Dan. Absolutely rubbish again. Playing Bruno in the CM does not work. He's a 10. Mine should play centre mid. And also, why is Maguire in the team instead of De Ligt? My comeback to that is, look, you might want Bruno in the 10. Some people from the other night said, let's try Bruno in the 8 and then put Minu in the 10. So this is the thing. Some people would agree. Some people would disagree with that, Dan, because Minu, let's be real, I love his technical ability. He hasn't got the legs to play in the box-to-box role. He hasn't got the legs. Transition, we're getting beat in midfield. It's so easy. So it was like Minu's impact against Bucharest on Thursday night. It was like, okay, let's try him further forward. Not in the 9. I didn't expect no striker today, but I said let's play him in the 10 and get him in the pockets where he scored his goal against Wolves last season and try him getting further forward on the ball. So, like, we can agree with that. Some people would disagree, but we just need a midfielder because ultimately Bruno's not good enough in that role. Minu's not good enough in that role. Agat's good at winning the ball back, but he doesn't give us control. Man United signed a controlling midfielder, man. Get me someone in the summer that I can say, right, we can take our time with it in midfield. We're going to control the game. We're going to sustain possession. But no, we're not doing that. And we're not going to do it in this window. So we've got to put up with this. We were so open in midfield. Bro, we've been open for time. We've been open for time. I've got to say it. We've been getting ran through in transition for time. Anytime a team attacks us, I think they could score. You lot must feel like that as well. Anytime a team breaks through the lines, one pass, running at our back four, they could score. Been told that Mateta tells his son to join Manchester United. Yeah, after watching today, he might backtrack, but he might be thinking I can play. Which I'm being totally honest. Bayern are not satisfied with the offer package from England. Bayern are pushing for an obligation to buy or a permanent transfer. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. But the way we've got rid of Rashford with a loan option, I think we should have a loan option as well. He's 19 years of age. It might work, and we're like, great, we can buy him. And an option means we'll buy him anyway. If he does well, we're going to buy Tell. We're not going to just buy a player on loan. He does well and say, yeah, no, we're not interested. We need players that are going to work right now. We need players that are going to make an impact. Big up, Matty. I hope you're well, bro. Sorry about the result today. Load of rubbish, man. Sorry, man. Co's gang. Big up, Ty. Big up, man. I hope you're well yourself. Sorry about the result. On the real, retired a 9. Yeah, man. The last proper 9 we had, I'll probably say it was Van Persie. Lukaku had a little spell. Ibrahimovic, okay. But like for me, Van Persie was the last real 9 we had. Last real midfielder, we had Michael Carrick. Paul Pogba, obviously, I love him, but I'm on about, sitting in front of the back four, controlling the game. Man United have not had that. It's so bad at home, but this is a joke. Like Maguire, Onana mistake for the first goal. Maguire again for not stepping up. Maguire got caught out as well for the goal against Rangers. Even though we won 2-1. Remember a couple of weeks ago, Cyril Dess's ball over the top, elbowed him out of the way. Maguire was not having it. He just got bullied for that. So, it's heartbreaking, embarrassing. Old Trafford is, big up Z, man. Old Trafford is laughable, tidy way these men are performing. I don't know what it is. It's like we need to play away from home every week. Every single week. No penetration with that starting front three. Poor display. Big up, Shamir. Hope you're well, bro. Yeah, man. Do you know what? He's trying stuff with his front three. I don't think any front three is really working, Shamir. This is my issue. You can try no Hoyland, no Xerxes. Today for 20 minutes, you thought, okay, we should be 1-0 up. Let's be honest. But you just knew in this game, when you don't take your chances, you're going to get punished. And that's how I felt. It was one of them games. You knew. Man United, take your chances. If you don't, Palace going to go down the other end with a striker who's in form and a striker who knows how to hit the net. Jean-Philippe Mateta puts it in the back of the net. Not once, but twice. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jean-Philippe. No penetration with that front three. We need signing Shamir. These players can't do it. I don't care what the partnership is in the front three. We're just not going to be good enough, bro. We're not going to be good enough. What's it called, bro? We need Diley established 9. No, not Calvert-Lewin, man. Not with them injuries. But I know what you mean. We just need a proper number 9. We do really need a proper number 9. Teams do not respect us. 100%. Teams do not respect coming to Old Trafford. It's literally, I said, if you just tuned in now, I said, teams like Palace, Bournemouth and whatnot, when you go on an away game, right, you're probably thinking, yeah, we're not going to get a result. Fulham away, whatever it is, Nottingham Forest away, you're thinking tricky. They don't really win away from home. These teams are going to Old Trafford and they're probably saying to their mates, yeah, you got a spare ticket, mate. Yeah, I'll come to Old Trafford. I'll probably see 3 points. That's how they probably feel. These teams like Palace, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Forest, there's other games at home we've lost this year. I just can't really think. They're enjoying themselves, man. They're loving it coming to Old Trafford right now. I think people are looking for excuses to get Bruno in the team. Yeah, I like this, Johnny. Yeah, Dalot, poor this season. Absolutely not a wing back at all for me. Lapses of concentration, not consistent in the final third. He's kind of feel like he's got a little bye with it because he played well last season. It's like, yeah, okay, do you know what? I'm all right. Nah, Dalot, man, you need upgrading on the right wing back and the left wing back. Mazraoui, I like him as a right centre back. I like Mazraoui, don't get me wrong. Like, I think he's a good player, but he's not a wing back. Bruno as well. If he wasn't captain, I think next year he'd be a squad player. I really do think he'd be a squad player. I'm not even going to try and blame this result on Bruno. I'm not, but I just agree with because it's Bruno and he's the captain. He'll get a place in this side where it's number 10 or midfield. But actually, I just want Man United to rip it out completely. There's a handful of players I'll keep in this squad right now, or even as a starting 11. Big up Aniv. He says, this manager shit is tactic and formation is not working with these players. How can you have 2 strikers on the bench? Like, my response to it is Amorim's going to stand on his principles, and I'm happy for him to do it. But this time next year, in a year's time, when he's had a summer window and he's got more players in, I need to see more from Amorim and these players, definitely. Like, I can't accept this in a year from now. I can accept it now that we're going to lose some games, and I get it, and he's standing on his principles. Because for me, this is like everyone's on trial. That's how I'm looking at it. Everyone's on trial right now. So, yeah, this time next year, I can't accept it and leave. But he's standing on his principles, because once Amorim goes away from that and he goes 4-3-3 or try switching it up, the players are going to think, yeah, he didn't back his idea. He didn't believe in his idea. And that's what we need to do, people. We need to see Amorim stand by his idea, because that's what the club have brought him in for. They've liked his work at Sporting Lisbon. They've liked what he's done with the youth. I know we want to win games, and it's so frustrating seeing one win, 2 steps back. One win, 2 steps back, as I predicted after the win on Thursday. Can we beat Palace? No, we can't. He needs to stand by it, and we need to get the profiles in that will suit him. And the summer's going to be big. We need to get rid of a lot of players like Ericsson, Casemiro, Johnny Evans is going to leave, Rashford's going to leave, Højlund could leave, Garnacho still might leave when FFP comes in again in the summer. You know, just, yeah, man. I know, guys. It's hard. It's hard. And how long will it be before Amorim starts getting the blame? Do you know what I mean? It's so hard. It is so hard. Why didn't Amorim play Kobe in the 10? I don't know what. I was confused as well. And do you know what annoyed me the most about today, seeing the starting 11 people? Do you guys remember when we played Palace at home, as in their ground, when we played them away, we drew 0-0. Xerxes was brilliant in that first half. Do you remember how good Xerxes was? We didn't score, but Xerxes was dropping in the pockets, holding the ball up, linking up with other players. We should have won that game for me when we played Palace away. So I thought, okay, if Amorim's looked at that, because I think it was Ten Hag in charge then, if Amorim's looked at that, he would have saw Xerxes look like a good player in that game. That was one of Xerxes' better performances. Why would you not start Xerxes again today? Why would you not just say, okay, Man United drew 0-0, but who was the brighter players when we played Palace away? They still play the same formation. They just didn't have Eze starting today, their most creative outlet. Why not start Xerxes? Why overcomplicate it, Amorim, and go with a no striker? That today I have to question on you, Amorim. I don't know what the thinking was. And I really like Amorim. I like the way he speaks and come across, but I still got to critique him. Why did you not play a striker at home at Old Trafford? And if it's not working, change it. Cool. I could hold my hands up and say, look, it's not working, change it. But to go without a striker, and then we're losing, and then you try and change it with Højlund and Xerxes coming on at the same time, you just basically said, you know what, we need to try and win the game. I'm just going to throw both strikers on. There weren't really a plan. But the plan could have been plan A with a striker at the start, because then you're playing a formation the players have been used to with a striker, whether they're playing crap or not, Xerxes or Højlund. Go with Xerxes and see how it works. Kobe's not played a game as a number 9 or a false 9 before in men's senior football. It doesn't make sense. Big up, man. Mr. Tai says, Wagwan yourself, man. Big up every single time. Yeah, you went from Gyökeres to a 9.5 and one of the worst strikers in the league. I know. He must be thinking, man, I wish I had Gyökeres. I really do. We might go in for him in the summer, because like I said to you people, this is just highlighting the fact that we need a player to come in the summer that's going to score goals, stretch the game, work hard, running behind. And the thing is as well, is that we need a striker who's intelligent, can run in behind, but can ball carry as well. And Gyökeres can get the ball. If you watch him, right, he won't get this space at Man United. But when he's playing for Sporting Lisbon, he gets the ball at the halfway line. The amount of times I see him traveling with it, running with the ball. I need someone that can do that as well. Højlund can't run with the ball and carry it like that. Xerxes definitely can't do it. So he's got no strikers that are really his profile that he's managed for the last couple of years. We need to sign players for the club, not individual managers. Amorim might not be here for long. Wow. That's so mad. Like, do you know what I mean? I'll agree with that in a year's time. He's got to show something next season, especially. Like, he can't go into next season and after 10 games we're playing really bad or hardly winning, and we're 15th right now. I agree with you. We can't have sentiment towards managers now. If a manager's not cutting it after a little while here and being backed, then yeah, we'll have to get rid. But I'm not talking about Amorim yet being under pressure at all. I'm definitely giving him the rest of the season and the summer window. But this time next year, yeah, like we can talk. We can talk. Yeah, guys. So interesting. Just hope. Yeah, the injury to Martinez. That's an interesting one as well, man. He was devastated. Devastated. And do you know what the big thing is from this? Is that we've decided Aiden Heaven from Arsenal. He was probably looking at it like I might get a couple games in the Europa League, maybe, or I'm just gonna play and train with the first team, but I'm not gonna get many minutes. Aiden, bro, start warming up. You might be needed next week. You might be thrown straight in unless De Ligt or Maguire or Yoro goes there, but they're not comfortable. Mazraoui might go there potentially. I think the form we're on, because we're desperate for wins at the moment, and we're like 13th in the league, Amorim might not throw him in yet. But when you look at his profile, left-footed, 6 foot plus, can carry the ball, calm on the ball, come from Arsenal, Aiden might be thrown in. They've already said Jason Wilcox that he's going to be part of the first team. It wouldn't surprise me if obviously he's going to be in the squad next weekend. We've got Leicester at home in the FA Cup, I believe, is our next game. He might be in and around it. He might get some minutes. But the Lisandro Martinez injury just, you know what? That just, it's a double loss, really. He's going to be out for the rest of the season, probably, because look, it's February now. You've got February, March, April. Season's basically done in May. If you're out for 3 months, you've then got to train, get fit, match fit. The season's done. Martinez's season's over. Luke Shaw. Are you going to start eating fruit and veg and staying fit, my man? I hope so. We need you. We need Luke Shaw again. After all these seasons, we go back to Luke Shaw, guys. We're going back to Luke Shaw. He's going to be needed. 100%. I don't know if he's going to stay fit. Let's find out. Are we going to rush him back? Let's find out. But yeah, if Aiden Heaven's fit, I don't mind now. Do you know what it is, right? We've lost today, people at home again. We're struggling in the league. The league's basically done. We're probably not going to even finish in the top half at the moment. We probably could, but, you know, I don't want to finish in the European spots. It feels like a bit of a free hit now, the rest of this season. That's how ultimately it feels. A bit like a free hit now in the league. Just see what we can do. We're going to win some games. We're going to lose some games. We're going to draw some games. That's just the sad reality, guys. That is the sad reality. So I don't mind seeing players like Aiden Heaven playing and mixing it up, because at the end of the day, Dorgu's coming in. I hope Mateta does. Just throw them straight in. Like if they want to play, let's see what they can do, because these Man United players that are senior players, experienced, Maguire's, De Ligt. I'm not going to get on Yoro too much at all. He's young as well, but no one's standing out to me that I'm sitting here thinking, oh my word, this player has to start. This player's playing amazing. The only one I like at the moment that I can say has to start is Amad Diallo. He's probably the only one that I can look at and say, do you know what? Every game Man United play, you can play. Amad, you come and stand next to me. You come and sit here and stream with me, Amad. You come and talk to the band them. You come and talk to the fans. The rest of them, no consistency. And if you don't have consistency in your performances, how are you meant to get consistency in your results? I sound like a lecturer now. I sound like I'm a preacher. If you can't get consistency in your own performances, you're never going to get consistency as a team as well. Because individuals need to play well to make the team play well as well. If the team then play well, players that come off the bench will do well because the confidence is high. Everything's flowing. At the moment, we're relying on Amad brilliance. A bit of Cobby magic like we did on Thursday. We're not playing well as a team. It's not consistent enough. We're open at the back. We're not controlling games. The attack are not scoring goals. So, do you know what I mean? Yeah, De Ligt's been fine, by the way. De Ligt's been fine. He drops a 7 out of 10 every week. I don't think De Ligt's ever amazing, and I don't think he's poor. He's a steady Eddie. He's just going to, you know, if you have a back three, put De Ligt in there, fine, and then get 2 players around him. Like, that's fine, not a problem. He's never going to be your Saliba or Gabriel, where they're standing out and you're like, whoa, man of the match. De Ligt's just going to be steady Eddie. But Amad has to play. Agate's been fine as a ball winner. But again, you need to have someone next to him that can control the game. Calm on the ball, can keep it ticking over, can recycle it. We don't have that at Man United. We are missing a number 6 profile so badly. Not a destroyer, a controller, a calm presence, someone that can keep the ball positionally aware. So much is needed. So much is needed. I think Ruben didn't play a striker, say to the board. Yeah, it might be. That's what I thought. I thought Jerome. I thought that Jerome, is it a message to the board that I'm not really feeling these strikers, so go and get me someone? But at least today, I think he should have started a striker and then brought him off and changed it if he needed to. Don't start Cobby there. After his cameo in 10 the other day, play him 10 today. His confidence was high. He was speaking in interviews. He was enjoying it. Amorim was praising him. Don't then go and try and play him up top. It reminds me of Ten Hag's first game when he put Eriksen there. I just said that as well at the start of the show. When he put Eriksen there, I was like, oh. Guys, make sure you're liking this video, by the way. I don't know if you guys know, but if you get to 30 likes, it helps me reach a new audience. And then, obviously, more likes, it then reaches more audiences. So if you're enjoying the content, please do smash a like. It costs nothing. At least if Man United can't win, you can like the video. You know what I mean? There you go. That's a nice way of me putting it. For me, Euro has to be a starter. Yeah, I want him to keep growing. Keep starting him. Because while we're not playing that great at the moment, Euro is a player I look at, and we will play him next year as a starter. So the more he can play and he can learn about these losses, but learn the formation at the same time, it doesn't matter. He's learning, he's still developing. So I'm cool with Euro. I'm never going to get onto him. Yeah, smash the likes, people. But we need a rebuild, man. We need players. We need wing backs. We need a controlling midfielder. We need a forward line. Garnacho tried again today. Fell short a little bit in moments. He tried. This didn't work out. Xerxes Højlund thrown on at the same time. They can't even link up together really anyway. We just don't look like scoring goals. It's flat, guys. That is just what it's like, unfortunately, at the moment. It's flat for Man United. It's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And we have to beat Leicester next week. We have to stay in that FA Cup. We cannot lose that game next week. Not to Ruud van Nistelrooy, not to Leicester, who've just been beat again this weekend. We have to win that game because the league is done. Forget finishing in the European spots, which I think could be a blessing. If we don't win the Europa League now, I don't care, guys. I actually don't care. Because this team in the Champions League next year, no way. No way. Amorim needs time on the training field. He needs time on the training field. Signings and training field. They're the 2 things that we need. Signings in the summer, signings now, and time on the training pitch. Because I just can't see us keep losing games like this at home. I can't watch games and not know what to expect every week. If I'm tired and you're tired, I wonder how he feels. Genuinely, I wonder how he feels because he's not even used to losing games, Ruben Amorim. He's never been a Sporting where they've been like this. Never. Never, ever, ever. He must be like, he's in a very unique situation. So I don't know, man. But another defeat at home. And fair play to Palace, by the way. Like, credit to them. They've got a clean sheet at Old Trafford. They done what they needed to do. They defended when they needed to defend. And they done their transition. And the first goal, obviously a long ball, header. Anana should probably do a bit better. And Mateta taps it home. But they got their goals and they defended well. That when you're away from home and you're a team like Palace, you're not expected to come to Old Trafford and dominate the ball. No one expects that. But what you want to see from them is defending resolutely, being a team, being a unit. And that's a big win for them. They now jump above us in the league. So now they're above us in the league. So, what do you know what I mean? They come and done their job. We didn't score again at home. People that have traveled from around the world, people that have traveled locally, people that have traveled up from London ways, wherever it is, you didn't get to see another goal at Old Trafford again. Been a few games now where we haven't scored at home. Something has to change. Something has to give. Something has to. Have I seen much of that? No, I've only seen a compilation package. Yeah, I've only seen a compilation package that you can ball carry and stuff. He's comfy. He's quite athletic as well for the height he is, but he seems very slim as well. I hope that doesn't mean he gets like out-muscled very easily and stuff. I hope he's quite robust and strong, but we won't know until we see him play. But, it's just so frustrating, guys. Now we're going to watch Man City Arsenal, which kicks off in a moment. But, yeah, it's disappointing. Disappointing. This club needs to take a long, hard look at itself. It's in a bad spell. We're in a bad storm at the moment. Like Amorim said, we're in a storm, and that storm's going to get worse. It is. Guys, this at the end of the season yet. We've still got 3 months of pain to go. It's going to be up and down to the end of the season. 100%. 100% down, up and down. So be prepared for it, guys. Don't get upset about it. Just expect it and hope that we can use that to then fuel our transfer window and show to the board what we need. Because Amorim will be not telling the board, look, this is what we need. Because he does not want to be in this situation come next season. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. The Man United, here you go. Look, Arsenal, Man City game's about to kick off. Make sure you smash a like on this video if you're new, subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Love you guys in the comments. Always respectful. I'll be back with content this week. And yeah, man, I will see you on the other side. Sorry about the defeat again today. And yeah, man, big up yourself as well. Someone said, big up you guys, big up all of you. When will this manager start holding smoke? Let's give it time. Let's see what happens, Frederick. He made a mistake today, not playing a striker. But yeah, let's see what happens. They're giving the benefit of the doubt today. But yeah, we need to fix something ASAP. Big up, Dan. Take care. Take care, everyone. And I will see you soon. Enjoy the Arsenal game. Bless up, guys.